Yo, yo, yo. Marcus Hippenbecker in the house. There's something I want to talk about that I said. What's up, Cat? That everyone doesn't know. And it's been on my mind a lot. What's up, Chaz? Okay. The reason why I'm doing this is because, as you all know, I've had several bad relationships that I messed up with just women. I've been thinking about it a lot and everything. What y'all don't know is I used to have relationships. I've been cheated on, I've been disrespected, I've been stomped on by women that I liked, that I somewhat respected. But see, here's why women don't realize this. I'm a good-looking dude. I'm respectful. I'm loyal. I'm kind, considerate, good-looking, and not to be egotistic or anything, but I am the best shape I've ever been since I first started working out. As you see in the other videos, I am very... Hold on a second. Here we go. Hold on just 1 second. Just 1 second. Yeah, sorry about that. I made a mistake. But anyway, this is what people don't know about the real me. I've made some stupid decisions with women by getting ahead of myself, being prideful, being inconsiderate, being a dickwad. The list goes on. The list goes on. And what people don't respect about me is I have a really over-the-line mouth. Yeah, sorry about that. I have an inconsiderate mouth. I like to run a lot. And I run my mouth a lot, and I get myself into trouble. Not just with my friends, but with women too. And I had several people deleting me because of that on Facebook, but it doesn't bother me. I don't try to go after the people that deleted me or anything. They tell me the truth on why they did it. I know I'm an a-hole. I'm inconsiderate. I'm insensitive. I tell the truth. But there's things about me that are good at me, that are good and pure. I'm honest. I'm a good-looking dude. I've been and most importantly, I have been in the best shape I've ever been in my entire life. I devote my time to the good book and to those weights. Every day. Every day I wake up. I say, God, I have another opportunity at life. It's not promised. It's privileged. Each day you wake up on both your 2 feet and say, God, thank you. But what God has in store for me is there's a woman out there waiting for me, and I'm waiting for her, but I should chase after it. But see, what God's also telling me is don't rush something that you will not be able to handle later on. You're in a rush. The blood's pumping for a rush. They want you to rush into something that you're not going to be, you won't like or you won't need, but you don't respect. Now, I'm a good-looking dude. I'm in good shape. I'm smart. I have swagalicious swag about myself, and I speak truth to people that can't swallow it because they don't like the taste of it. The reason why I have relationship issues is because I want it my way. And that's not how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be divided. You put her before yourself, like in a marriage. It's all about a give and take and sacrifices. You have to sacrifice something that she needs you to do. If you don't, you guys are always not going to be on the same page. It's supposed to be like that. That's life. You're never going to be on the same page as everyone else because they read a different book. They read a different book as comparison to what you read. They're reading it different ways. They're picking up on stuff that you don't read about, and you're picking up on stuff that you don't read about, whatever. And that's what causes a problem. Relationships about give and take. I've been in 3 of them, 3 previous ones. And what I had to give in order to take back was one of them played with my soul, one of them played with my heart. They broke the core of me. My core was like this towel here. Wet, damped on, and stepped on just like that. Just like that. Say this was my heart. Pushed on my chest, and they stomped on it. That's how I felt. I felt crushed. I got depressive. I dug in deep inside myself to say, Marcus, you're the bigger man. Don't let what they feel about you bring you down. And I've always had that problem of not letting go of something that was not meant to be. I didn't want to accept it. I did not want to accept it because deep down inside, I knew for a fact it didn't last. I just wanted to test the waters and see if I could swim in it. I couldn't. You want to know why? It was cold. I shivered up. I shook. I was heavily traumatized by the temperature of the water. Let's just say in this aspect, in this perspective. Sometimes when you dip in a lake or a pool, not knowing what the temperature of the water is, you get the feeling that, okay, I can swim in this water. You could take what's in front of it, but until it gets cold to the core, you shiver up, and you try to swim back to the dock, or wherever you may have you, and you don't come out there alive. Trust me. The lake and the river can also be construed as life. You swim far enough in it, and you get stranded. You're shark bait and gator bait. What that means, okay, what this means is you're luring yourself into a trap. You see what's out there, you want to test the waters, but then you're too far out from civilization, bam! You get eaten up by a shark and a gator. You don't know what to do. You're stranded out in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the ocean, and you don't know where to go. You don't know how far you gotta swim back. You ain't gonna make it. But anyway, that's what I did. I jumped in the water, didn't know the temperature of it. It got cold, and I couldn't not handle the temperature of water. Plus, I don't like cold water unless I'm drinking it. That's something about me. I don't like taking cold showers. I take warm showers. That's how I am. I'm always a warm kind of person. But enough about me. It's just women don't really see the true me. I can give you love no matter what. I'm a loving person. I'm a loving kind of guy. I'm a heartable kind of guy that gets his heart stepped on each time. I have been stepped on many times by several women that I thought I liked, but didn't like me back because I'm not their type. I'll give you an example. I messed up a lot of good opportunities myself, and now I've regretted it ever since. Give you an example. I was at a restaurant one time, and all the employees were women and everything, except for some of the managers. And I thought it was funny. I thought it was okay to go in there, get my lunch or anything, and there's this one girl in there that kept eyeballing me. She worked there, obviously. And one thing led to another. It was so busy that day in the restaurant that there were things going on. They were overstocked on customers. Customers kept coming back in the store to go to this and that, and they could not handle it. Because you want to know why? Because you want to know why they couldn't do it? I'll tell you why. There were so many, people in that restaurant. I went to sit down to eat my lunch. And the girl that was eyeballing me was this sweet, short, little brunette hair girl her name was Sam. And I messed this up. Now I feel like crap now. But here's why. I'll get to this in a second. Well, she walked by she was trying to greet the customers, let them in, give menus and stuff for what they don't like. For what they're offering to them. And she kept looking back at me. She kept looking back at me, and like, what's this guy's agenda? So I ate my lunch and everything. So I'm getting ready to leave, and she stops right in front of me before I go walk out the door. And she went to pretend like she was gonna shake my hand, wouldn't shake her hand, but then she gave me a big ass hug. She gave me a big ass hug. I'm like, okay, this never doesn't happen. Now before that, I was riding my bike on the Pinellas Trail. Nice, cool weather. It wasn't hot. It was just right. It was not hot. It was nice and cool. The humidity was a little high, but I enjoyed it. It was nice and cool. And on top of that, it was in the middle of November, which in this case, November gets kind of mildly cold. Not cold, but cool. Much cooler. And I didn't mind it. So I went to go try to walk out, and she stepped right in front of me with the tray. She's gonna dump it in the trash can or whatever. And I went to go test the water. Get ready to walk out, and she walks up to me, puts down the tray. I thought she was gonna shake my hand, but she gave me a big hug, and she was rubbing my back. That can mean one thing. She's interested. Now, the next part I'm going to tell you didn't really sit well. I know one of you people viewing are going to get a little offended by this, and it's not my intention. Well, a couple times been in there, had a conversation with her, not trying to keep her from her job, but I went there and talked to her one day, and I was intending to give her my number, but I muffed out. Yeah, I fucked it up. Excuse my French, Chaz, but I messed it up. Because my egotistical side got in the way, and I said, you know what, screw it. I let my fear conquer my confidence. I got shut down. In the middle of the war, I got shut down, and I bled out until my friend caught me. Didn't cry, didn't let it bother me, but after that day, I felt like crap because next day, I found out my winner later that week, she got fired. I'm like, good, isn't that just a cat's butt? Just a cat's butt, mind you. I could have had love in that week. I could have. But you know what? I messed it up. It was my fault. I let my emotions get the better of me. I let my fear. You're not home?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know where they went either. Sorry. But anyway, my fear overpowered what I did not want. And it bothered me. It got my mind. I could not sleep over it. So I prayed. I prayed and hoped to God that one day I'll be loved again. And so far, God is taking His godlike time to find the woman for me. Sometimes when you get an opportunity, and when life gives you an opportunity, answer the door because you don't know what kind of challenge is going to wait, and you're going to accept it. That is why I had so many opportunities with the women. It's not even funny. But I screwed it up. Not knowing what could happen, not knowing what could come of it, I got scared. Now, if I were to have sex today, let's just say I'll be ready for it. I'm not saying I'll be ready for it, but she'll get to understand what that really means one day. And it's going to wake her up and she ain't going to see this coming. Because one thing's for sure, I'm ready for it. And I'll be darned if I'm not ready for it, then the next guy that goes after her is going to be the one. And that's going to be me. Peace.